Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So before anything else, I would like to greet each and every one of you a happy Easter, a belated happy Easter. So those who have been in observance of the Holy Week. It's already a little bit late because I'm recording this on the night of Easter Monday. So the Monday after Easter Sunday. I didn't even know that there was such a term, but apparently today is Easter Monday. Okay, so there. Recently I have been watching videos also regarding what happened after Jesus died on the cross up until Easter Sunday. So it wasn't just a waiting time. He did a bunch of awesome stuff actually. So as the videos explained, and there are a lot out there, I'm just going to lay it out in a nutshell. What Jesus did was, as soon as he died, he already triumphed over death. And so he went into the heart of the world in a spiritual sense. So he met with all the souls that have passed ever since the beginning of time, during the time of Abraham and all the saints. They were all awaiting him actually. So what he did was he opened the gates of heaven for them, for the group of the righteous souls. Now, as for the group of the wicked souls, it is said that he sort of like sealed their fate already. Now, there was also a third group. Now, the third group is said to be the even worse than the wicked souls group. These are the non-human group. So these are um the realm of demons, so to speak. So there, he went into the throes of hell, and he took the keys of death from the devil himself, and he exercised his sovereignty over them. So there, it is written in the Bible in several verses that he overcame death. Even death on the cross is how one verse goes. So there. So much for that. Well, it's pretty interesting. You might want to check out those videos. So I am going to share with you a dream that I had. Actually, if you've been with me in the channel, you would know that over the past couple of years, sometimes during Holy Week, I would have specific dreams. And this year, I wasn't really sure that I would. Well, it's not anything that I choose to have anyway. Actually, last Black Saturday, I was already thinking maybe I wouldn't have any dreams this time. But then I couldn't have been wrong, because when I woke up on Easter Sunday, just right before I woke up on Easter Sunday, I had a very brief dream. And in the dream, I was with Jesus. Now, Jesus and I were seated at a table, a very small table only, and we were sitting opposite each other. Now, we did not speak by way of words. Like, communication was in the mind, and it was a calm atmosphere. What was interesting was, on the table were these cards, like thick pieces of bond paper. Now these cards were in the shape of a square. They were around 3 or 4 inches on one side, so 3 by 3 or 4 by 4, something like that. Now, what we were doing with these cards were we were laying them down on the table wherever they were supposed to go. Okay, what are these cards? These cards, apparently were cards of accounts of people's lives, the lives of human beings, our our cards, so to speak. Like, they were a summary of everything that we were doing. So on the card was written, supposed to be, uh, plain and simple, on the cards were written a person's name and the things that he has been doing in this life. Now, I say supposed to be because I was holding the cards, but I wasn't actually reading them the way that we would read words or phrases. It was more like you hold the card and then you already have an idea of of a person's the totality of a person's life. So something like that. It was That's why it was strange. But of course, when I was in the dream, I understood it all, and it didn't seem strange then. Now it just seems strange now that I'm trying to explain it. But it's something like that. If you've watched any videos about people who have gone paid visits to the afterlife, who've had near death experiences, you would know that sometimes they have their whole life flashing before them in one instant, just something like that. It's not just like reading a book from page to page. So there. Now also what I want to share is that in the dream, Jesus was, he was laying the cards on the table where they belonged, but it wasn't like classifying people. It didn't even hold any form of judgment. It was just like arranging them on the table. So there. Um so he did not have any air of judgment at all. It's like for example, okay, I look at your life and then I lay it down here. Something like that. So there was no sternness, there was no judgment. I would like to repeat because this might be something that could strike you in a valuable way. Um, so there, and what I can say is that in as much as these cards held the things that we have done in our lives, in our experiences, they were like mutable. So these are our personal accounts that we can rewrite, that we could change at any time. So something like that. So there. Um okay. So unlike the fates of those who have been unlike the fates of those who have had their um destinies or fates sealed during the resurrection, we could still make the best of our lives the way we see fit. So, being in Jesus' presence in that dream, it just felt peaceful, victorious. Well, makes sense because it was after, um, it was on Easter Sunday. So there, and he just radiated love for each and every one of us because he was holding the cards and laying them on the table. So there. So I would just like to share with you that immense love that he has for each and every one of us, whether we celebrated Lent or not. It was a universal message of love. And so there. So I guess that's just all. I hope this has communicated with you in a personal way. So, so again, happy Easter to each and every one of you. This is just me, Alvie, saying find your strength, find your peace, and stay with God, whatever you conceive Him to be. He loves you so much. And His love just surpasses everything that we know. Okay, guys, until next time, bye.